And look what I have. It's a box from Mote's Orchids. It's in Homestead, Florida. Look, they even have little orchids on their clear tape. So, let's get in this. I sort of know what's in this and I sort of don't. I bought a vanda bundle. I know I'm getting 4 vandas. And I asked for 2 hybrids, 2 species. I don't know if they can do that, but that's, they give you a choice of all hybrid, all species, or mix. So if they have them, that's what they'll do. Oh look, this is, get on here, Tamiami International Orchid Festival 2020. I'm excited. I have no idea which vandas I'll get. I just know that it's a vanda bundle. No, it just says 4 vandas for $80. Let's take a look at what's inside then. I've let them sit. Ooh, no peanuts. Okay. I've let them sit out here to acclimatize for a bit because it is a freezing 62 degrees in the Tampa Bay area today. I know. For those of you who actually live in cold places, doesn't sound like much. But for us Floridians, I'm freezing. Alright. Hold on just a minute. I gotta make this go faster. Okay. Look what we got in here. There they are. I should have brought baskets today when I was at Lowe's. I didn't know if they were going to come bare root or in baskets or what. So, okay, here's the first one. And what does it say other than Mote's Orchids? Oh, it's the I don't know how to say that AERV, but anyway, Promote Hulitania by Flabellata. I am not good with this. If you ever watch Todd's Tropicals, these things just roll right off his tongue. Okay, so the house next door is being renovated, so when you hear a loud noise every once in a while, it's them. I forget that they're over there working. So glad they're working on it because it's been what they call a zombie house for a while. Alrighty. Here's another one. Oh, look, it has a bloom on it. Real delicate bloom. And it says RNTDA, Sunrise. There is no way I can say that. M. by Vanda, and move the roots, Falcata. Okay. This one looks like it needs a little more hydrated. Or it might just be that it's a finer plant, but it's got a lot of roots. Just a lot more roots even than this one. Oh no! I'm not surprised. I'm surprised that any of the blooms made it in travel. See, this left on the 14th. I think of the evening of the 14th and got here on the 16th. It's amazing to me that I got it turned around the right way. It's amazing to me that you can just mail orchids. All right, so here's another one. Oh, and this one has, it looks like a kiki at the bottom. Right, it's under this. Let's see if I can see. I would call that a kiki. Yep. And this is a broader leaf one. Burn cold. And it's got pretty good roots too. My teeth are going to chatter in a minute. Hey, 1957, the year I was born. Vanda M. Polacea. Okay. I don't know what that means, but it's a vanda. So that's number 3. And our final one, oh good, it's in a basket. Actually, it's 2. You know what? I want to get those wooden flat baskets. what does it say? It says, I'm looking at it upside down, Vanda Garriari. Garari. I don't know how you say it. It's cute. It's a double little vanda. And just to give you an idea of the size, it's actually, it's a petite plant. So, and it looks like it has a kiki that's just about as big as the mother plant. Brr, can you hear the wind? It is cold air too. So those are my 4 orchids from Mote's. And I am going to have to get something to grow them in. And I think I will go hydrate these right now. Okay, the one that said Vanda Garrier, I don't know how to say it, also has this tag on it. Vanda Lada Gold? Lada Gold? I don't know. Anyway, time to hydrate. Okay, we are in a bath. I'm going to let them acclimatize out here, soak up a little water, and hopefully get the roots a little pliable. And I'm going to go get, I guess, the little baskets like what's on the one that's in a basket. I'll probably get the same thing. I'm not sure. So I'm off to Lowe's again today. Eddie says, so this is that Lowe's you've been going to all this time without taking me. Yeah, don't lift your leg on anything. So this is what we had to choose from. Wooden. Oops, sorry. He's used to walking in a harness, not a collar. What are you doing, goofball? So this one's kind of heavy. So I think I'm only going to get one of these. I'm going to get 2 of these. They're very tiny, but so are those plants. So yeah. Darn, I wanted plastic, but I don't want to wait. So this is it. All right, we got our baskets from Lowe's, and I'm just going to let them soak a bit before I use them. I like to do that. I don't know why I do that. I guess because I do the same thing for the media, so it feels like I should. All right, and while these are soaking, I'm going to cook dinner for my husband. Okay, here we are. We have hydrated orchids. We have hydrated orchid pots. The only thing I don't have on them are the hangers yet, but that will come next. Yeah, I think we should start with this big one. Sorry, that's so noisy. And the biggest orchid, I believe, is this one. The one that says yada 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 yada. And really, it has the least root system, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to make this stand up in here. Maybe wedge it in the, no, I don't know. Maybe it'll stand up on its own, and then as it grows roots, it'll, I don't know. All right, I actually am going to have to, well, you know what, when I get the hanger thing on it, maybe it'll be a little better at giving me something to, it'll have something to go against. Ooh, this orchid feels so cold. I know it's so much warmer in Homestead. That leaf's not a good one, but the rest are beautiful. So I'm just going to set that one aside for now, because that one's a little hard to work with. All right, let's go with one of the smaller ones. But it has a lot of roots, see? So there's something to stick down in the thingy. Let's see how easy this is or is not. It's gonna be like herding cats, I can tell. Okay. I took Eddie to Lowe's, and he was a pretty good boy. The lady who checked us out really wanted to get friendly with him, and he's very suspect of people when he first meets them. He's a friendly dog. After he's been around you, he needs about 5 minutes maybe at the most. Ooh, I heard something go crack. Okay. Well, maybe that's not a good idea trying to weave that in. Maybe what I should do instead is just stick this in and let the roots come up out of the top of it. Oh yeah, that's staying in there nicely. Yeah, when I hear that crunch sound, I'm like, ooh. That's my stove. I don't know if you heard that. Preheating to cook meatballs in the oven. Sauce is boiling on the top of the stove. Having spaghetti for dinner. Okay, and here's the one with the flowers. This is the one that looks like maybe it's a little underhydrated. Now this has such a long leaf, or long root. I am going to at least get this long root through here. See if I can, you see what I'm trying to do here? Get it through the slat in the basket. It's got a, what do you call it, a fork in it, so be careful, get both of them in there without damaging it. Uh-oh, there's another one. It's not a, there's another fork in the road. Yikes. Okay, this is nerve-wracking. Tell me, orchid people, do you find this nerve-wracking to when you're messing with the roots? I do. I'm always afraid of breaking them and causing dire harm to the plant. Oh, got it through. Okay. The rest of these roots can just work like the other orchid, where I'm just going to stick it down in here. They can come up over the top. Look at all the previous bloom spikes on this. Okay, so there's the current one. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. Oh, wait. Let me count them again. 1. Oops, I just broke it off. 2, 3, 4, 5 previous bloom spikes. So this looks like a teeny little young plant, but this is a mature small plant. So there we go. It's a little bit wobbly, but let's see if I can make it a little less wobbly. I think when I get the hangers on there, it'll be better. I hate sitting this down because of the roots, but there is a clearance down there, right there, so I think it'll be okay. So let me tie on some of the hangers and see if that helps. Okay, so I bent them. This is kind of a short one. The package comes with too short and too long. Since this is a small orchid, I mean, it's never going to be a really tall orchid. It's just not in its DNA. I am going to use the short one. And I'm going to start with just the initial putting it on there, not the really tightening it up yet. Turn her around, watch those roots. Be very careful, Vicky, with those roots. Yeah, they're still under the clearance. Uh-oh. Oh. What's going on? What's happening? Okay, there. And this. Through here. I feel like I'm all thumbs here. This one feels longer than the other ones. Oh well. Orchid won't know the difference. Actually, if it's tilted a little, I'm good with that. That keeps a lot of water from getting stuck between the leaves or in the crown. I was saying before I knocked you over trying to do this that I like my orchids to hang at an angle actually a little bit. Not a huge list on them, but just a little bit. So that they don't get water stuck like in the leaf, what do you call it, the axis or the crown, whatever. Okay, this is weird because I usually do this going from the other side. So this is weird for me to twist this way. Okay, that's good enough for now. And I'm smelling my spaghetti sauce. I had to open the kitchen door so I could hear the thing go off. I've got meatballs in the oven, and then I have mild Italian sausage that I'm going to cut up in a minute and put in the meat sauce. Not completely cut up, but where it's not whole big pieces, because I'm not a huge fan of Italian sausage. But I do think it adds to the flavor of the sauce, so I'll eat a little piece, but uh-oh. Do we have a bent leaf? We have a bent leaf. Oh, we have a damaged leaf here. Oh, darn. It's one of the top ones, too. That was me. That was my chair. Okay, let's see if we can somehow arrange these leaves through here. And maybe that will... I think the people that worked in the house next door left the gate where the wind is blowing it. Okay, so that's kind of holding it in place. It's not in the center of the thing, but I'm all right with that. Let's get this little guy hung up. Where is he going to live? Okay, I think he's going to live here for right now, because that way he'll be by the other orchids that have roots hanging down that I water quite often. So let's try and pot another one. Okay, now I got the big one. And what I've done to hold it upright, which I don't know if it's really going to hold it completely upright, is I have woven the leaves through the... See how there's one on this side, one on that side, one on this side, one on that side, and then on both sides. So basically it's braided to hold it up. So let's go find it at home. It's on a really long... Oop, can't do that. It's on a long hanger, so let's go find it a place. Okay, she is very happy in her new digs. Let me put the things in, the hanger in. Haven't closed them yet. I need to do that. I missed that because I don't want to get poked in the eye someday. So let's just try her right there for now. Find my other vanda. The one whose bloom spike is growing. Oop, get out of the way of the light. Yep, when I got it, it was like down here. It's grown a lot. I was so worried it was going to just blast because, you know, the change. But I bought it from a local. I bought it in St. Pete, which isn't that far from me. And anyway, it's not like it was mailed. So I think I'm going to leave that one there right now. I'm not sure. I'll get it all sorted out what's going to go where. But for now, I'm just going to hang it right there. I'm just kind of feeling it out. All right, one more. The last one is the one that came in a basket, but doesn't have a hanger. So I have to decide if I want the long hanger or the short hanger. What do you think? And those of you who have put these orchids in boxes before, I don't remember really putting a lot of orchids in boxes. Maybe putting a box that's outgrown inside of another box. Am I doing it anywhere near right, or is there even a right or wrong? Your suggestions are appreciated. I gotta go take care of dinner again. The distracted gardener has something else they're doing at the same time. Okay, last one. This was by far, other than the first one, the hardest, because I went to put through the little holes that are in here, and this thing has some roots growing through those holes. So I had to be very careful. I don't have it evenly attached, but I think it's gonna be okay. Okay, he looks really good there. Oh, I hear my spaghetti sauce boiling. All right, I believe this is where these are going to end up. Do they have a few days just to make sure they're okay? I am sure they are. I am not worried about these orchids at all, having come from Mote's. But you never know. Wind chimes are getting their workout today. And they're not even in a place where they get a lot of wind, so. But the orchids like that have a breeze going through. I don't know, it's a cold breeze though. It was a dark and stormy night. So, just a little survey of the screen porch tonight. Little dark corner here. And let's go check out the dendrobiums, since they are absolutely the show-off in my orchid collection. Would you believe it's mid-November and my giant dendrobium, the one that's so tall, is still has a bloom spike to open. Most of them are gone. I still have remnants of flowers, but for the most part they're finished, except that guy. He had to show up the rest of them. So I want to thank you for watching my video. I do hope that you will like the video and subscribe to my channel. My next orchid video should be about the great orchid experiment that I've started today. I don't want to tell anything, give any hints away, but stay tuned for that one. I have filmed most of it today, but not quite all of it. So this video should be able to go up first. Good night, everyone. Stay warm.